Hello once again YouTube, this is Meme Skull Cards and I'm back with yet another Gem Blenders video. This is going to be the first deck profile of Gem Blenders on this channel, and this is actually the deck I used in the December 2024 Invitational that just passed. I didn't win, unfortunately, but I did get an idea on how to upgrade the deck. So I'm going to be doing two videos. This deck profile which showcases the deck before and during. So it was the same deck during that tournament. And then I'm going to showcase the deck profile, the upgraded deck profile, which does not use Tremor Bounder. And it gets rid of the Pyro Gem from the deck list, because it is a bit cloggy. Because I'm technically right now, I'm running 6 gem types, which are these 5 and Electro Gem. But I found it more consistent, I guess, with just the 5 colors, replacing the Pyro with the Electro Gem, at least in my opinion. So yeah, let me just get this out of the way and we'll start off the deck profile. Let's start things off by showing you my starting heroes. So we have Beatrice, of course. It's a Toxic Ram strategy, so you have to have Beatrice. She is a level 5 hero with 1 attack that is gained when you put a gem on her, and her ability is plotting. Every time you blend this card, also, yes, this is a foil. I do plan on foiling this whole deck because this is my pet deck. Like, I love Toxic Ram, so I'm just gonna like max out the rarity on all the cards in this deck. Every time you blend this hero, inflict damage to your HP equal to the level of that blend. This effect resolves before the blend becomes active. So you can't do something like, okay, I'm gonna blend Toxic Ram, and then Toxic Ram is not gonna see the damage being dealt because the damage is dealt before he is blended, if that makes sense. So usually a good place for her would either be the front or the side here. That's what I never put her in the back, never. Carter, level 4 blend. He has the gem that gives him 1 defense, and his ability is spoiled. Once during our first turn, we may draw a card. Yes, that's useful, but there are better ones that could help the deck become more consistent. So I might swap him out for something else. Fiona and Isabel. This one is really good. So she's a level 2 hero with the 1 attack that's gained off of 1 gem, and then her ability, it requires 1 gem. So once during your first turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 identical blends, reveal them, add them to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Usually what I do is I add the viruses to my hands. So yeah, that's fun. And then Tao, he's another level 2. Basically the idea was to get that additional burn damage from our opponent using the once during their first turn effects. So he has the 1 attack gained off of the 1 gem, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So overall, the ones I would keep from this are these 3. Carter will have to be replaced with someone else, because I mean the extra draw is nice, yes, but yeah, I need something a little bit more consistent. So what I might do is change it to Gloria. Yeah, change it to Gloria. But then that will leave. Actually, no. We'll figure something out. Yeah, because we have 2 level 2 blends. So if anything, we could add Gloria later. She's not even the side, but I'll figure something out. Yeah. What we need is a consistency hero. Alright, so starting off with the main deck, It's a total of 50 cards plus your 4 heroes. Put the side heroes off to the side, no pun intended. So as you saw before, we have the one Tremor Bounder. This is your big boss blend of the deck. He's a 5/3, and his ability Aftermath. At the end of your turn, if you inflicted 10 or more damage to an opponent's HP this turn, during your turn, you may arrange the positions of your heroes and that opponent's heroes however you like. So that is really good, especially if you were to play Anchor, because that's additional burn damage on top of that. So yeah, on top of like messing up their board. That was the whole idea of the deck. But you gotta consistently get 10, and it's pretty hard to do when most of your guys have low attack. So yeah, I mean it's not the worst thing in the world, but I mean usually I'm gonna get that effect off when I have Amplify, because as soon as I blend this on Beatrice with a Toxic Ram on board, that's instantly 10 damage. So then we're playing 2 Void Charmers. She's a level 4 blend. 2/3. Her ability Dark Portal. Once during your turn, you may inflict 4 damage to your HP and then switch the position of one hero on an opponent's field. So basically, also fun with her, she is an instant 8 damage to your opponent, because you can blend her. You take a 4 damage if you have Toxic Ram. They take 4, and you use her ability. You take 4. They take 4. So that's 8 damage. You use up Toxic Ram's ability. It's perfect. Normally I would have Toxic Ram in this spot here, or here, depending on the layout. So yeah. Yeah, that's Void Charmer. It's really good. And then you force switches, which is really good, especially if you have Anchor, because then that'll be an additional 3 damage, and that'll put you in the lead. Next, this was like a later include, but I played one copy of Data Cipher. I didn't see her at all during the tournament, but she does synergize well with Toxic Ram in general, because she does inflict 2 damage to you. So she's a 2/2. Infinite Loop. Once during your turn, you may inflict 2 damage to your HP. Then return 1 blend from your discard that is identical to 1 blend in your field to your hand. On your field to your hand. So yeah, like the upgraded deck, I will be playing 2 copies of her, just so I could loop her if needed as well. And the big boss monster is gonna change. So I mean, if you could figure out what this is, replace the Pyro with the Electro, you know what I'm gonna be going for. So yeah. Next, we play 3 copies of Toxic Ram. This should be a no-brainer what it does. Any 1 point of damage our heroes deal to us is dealt to our opponent as well. Next, we're playing 2 copies of Signal Corruptor. Really good. And obviously it synergizes well with the deck, with the idea of the deck, like burn damage. We take burn damage, our opponent takes burn damage. But yeah, so 1/2 Frequency Bomb. Once during your turn, you may inflict 4 damage to your HP, then discard a level 2 or 3 blend from an opponent's field. That's really good. So you could get rid of problematic cards like Anchor, Virus, if your opponent's playing those, or anything else that might be an issue. Anything that switches or is annoying. This one I was testing out. It's okay, yeah, because we do play like 2 once during your first turn effects here, so she can easily change those. Tinder Ram here, so she's a 1/2. Her ability is Love Potion number 9. Once during your turn, you may inflict 3 damage to your HP, Then declare a hero on your field. Replace each occurrence of once during your turn in the effect text of that hero with once during your turn for the remainder of your turn. So it just allows you to play once during your first turn effects during other turns as well. So it's pretty good if you have like a really good effect like Fiona and Isabel. But yeah. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Virus. But I am gonna, like I said, I am gonna be looking for the foils of this, and unfortunately, most of the foils of the 3 and 2 and 4s are promos, which are no longer available. So I'm gonna be struggling to upgrade this deck, but hopefully I can find people to trade with. But yeah, Virus should know what he does. He slows the game down. Deals 4 damage to our opponent's HP whenever they put a gem on an opposite position hero, which is really good. So I managed to get 3 of these on my front line. So my opponent couldn't do anything, but he did have an angel, right? So he was switching whatever he wanted towards the back, so he could put gems on them that way. It was slower. It was slowing them down, yes, but they still got what they needed to do. So unfortunately, I didn't get the extra burn damage off of that. And then by the time I did the signal corruptor, I was already like too low on HP, and yeah, they were like slowly getting rid of my viruses. So yeah, it'd be like that. We're playing 2 copies of Ushers just to speed up our gem placement a bit to ramp. Usually you always want to do this on your level 5 or your Beatrice, or your level 4 or your level 3s. Never do it on your level 2s because kind of a waste. Next we're playing 2 mages, and this is a 0/0. Once during your turn, you may discard 1 blend from your hand and then search your deck for up to 2 identical gems used by that blend. So that's the kind of effect I need on a hero. I am pretty sure there's someone with an effect similar to this. I just need to find that. Alright, so that rounds up the blends. So now moving on to the actions. We're playing 1 amplify, and yes, that is a foil. It's a bit hard to tell. There you go. Yeah, that is a foil amplify right there. Have a super cancel if they try to play their big 2 or 3 star thing action. I could just cancel it with that. And then we have 1 copy, and then we have 3 gem searches, 2 of which are foil. I need that 3rd one, and I need another one for my collection. We're playing 2 cancels just to stop any pesky shenanigans. 1 blend search, which might be increased to 2 in the updated deck. 1 collect, 1 swap just for gem fixing, 1 switch, 1 struggle switch, and 1 flush. This card saw no play whatsoever, so I am gonna be taking this out of the deck for sure. So yeah. And for the gems, we play 3 aqua gems, because if you're playing the level 1, all your blends are gonna be in the front. So it's mainly the front field that matters. That's my mindset to it. So then 4 Terra gems, in case in the later game, in the later match, we were to replace the back guy with another guy. Have this here. So usually, if anything, you'd want to play 4 Terra Gems, Aqua Gems, and Capro Gems, because those are like the more seen gems that would most likely be on all 4 of your heroes. 2 Pyro Gems, and yes, they're foil. Playing wait, did and 4 Nocturna Gems. I forgot about that. Yeah, 4 Nocturna Gems, 4 Capro, and then lastly 2 Electro Gems. But yeah, that should round up the whole deck. That does round up the whole deck, at least the main deck. And now, just to showcase the side heroes, these were kind of added in last minute before the tournament. So I have level 4 Zora. She's 0/0, no effect. Obviously, this is gonna get changed because I would rather have something with a decent effect on it. I got Hickory. He just gets something out of the deck based on the gems that are on him. It's really cool. And we got Maria. I thought she was fun. You could have made give her the 1 defense, and then you treat each other hero on your field as if it's 1 level above its rain level. So that's pretty good. So yeah, it's not bad. And then Francisco, which helps with gem fixing. Even though I should be doing it like properly, but I mean he's useful. He is useful. Not the most optimal in this deck. It would be better in a different deck for sure. Just not this one. All right. So that rounds up the deck profile of, I'm just gonna call it my Toxic Ram deck. So yeah, because it does focus around Toxic Ram. So yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below saying what your favorite card in Gem Blenders is. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more content, and I will see you all in the next video.